Welcome back, everybody, to the BD1P Binding of Isaac Randomizer series. Today is going to hopefully be an Isaac run all the way to boss rush, maybe even going to Shoal. We can also run angel deals and try to go to Cathedral as well. Right now, the world is kind of like our oyster. This is the first time, by the way, Seed is going to be 8PWS2GYC. This is my first time playing Isaac in like a week. I streamed, I think it was 6 or 7 challenge runs a couple days, or I guess a week, again, like a week ago for me, a week ago, and we got some good unlocks there. We did lose on the solar system challenge to Mom's Heart. I watched back the footage, and I still have no idea how I died against Mom's Heart, but you know what? You take W's, sometimes you also take some L's, so I'm not going to try to focus on that too hard there. But I'm excited to go and hopefully get a cool unlock through Boss Rush. That's also pretty good to get early on. We can maybe try to finagle a Guppy transformation. That would certainly help DPS-wise, but it's been good. I've been getting that backlog ready for vacation, and I'm going to start after today's Isaac, runs for recording. I'm going to start Rewind Week, which a lot of you will already know what that is, but I'm going to be going back and playing one episode of each game I've played previously on stream or as a series. Oh, a lot of ice items this floor, huh? Or as a series in the last year, starting with, I think the first chronological game I played that wasn't Isaac this year was, or I guess last year, Phantom Abyss. And then I think it was Hades, and then it might have been Inscription, Revita, Shovel Knight Dig, and then Brotato, I think is the proper order there. Yes, I'm not going to be playing Archvale because it's not really a replayable game. It's a roguelike in the loosest terms, but I've already beaten everything in that game, and I have really no desire to go back to it at the current moment. So, no, thank you. I'm gonna pass on that whole debacle in there. But the only one missing is going to be Archvale. Everything else will get its own thing. And I think this was in a comment, I think, on the community post, but you are not attached to any poop. You are a free roaming chicken / fly. Somebody suggested that the most popular of the Rewind episodes should get its own mini series for a couple of days. I agree with that. So the most popular reran game will get no. All right. Hello, Henrique. The most popular game will get a series for 3, 4, 5 episodes more. Mainly because I still want to play the newer stuff that's coming out. I started playing Shogun Showdown recently. Fantastic game. I'm going to be playing some Force Reboot when I get back from vacation, hopefully. So a lot of cool things on the docket here. But yeah, Rewind Week is starting. It's going to be weird going back to a game like Phantom Abyss, which has probably changed significantly since the last time I played it. That game has the weird thing with Phantom Abyss is that every update changes the beginning of the game to the point where I have to play a tutorial every single update, and it's kind of annoying. But maybe there's some big movement or mechanical changes here and there, maybe a big graphical upgrade. That game used to melt my CPU, and it was the same for other users as well. They had to release a hotfix patch the week of release because the game was just, for some reason, way too graphically intensive on people's computers. So hopefully that issue is also fixed, but it's going to be strange. It will be. I think I want to do a Rewind Week every year, but instead of going back to every single game I've played, just go through the games of that year. We did not have one last year, obviously, so I'm going to be kind of combining last year and this year into one major, big honking list. But also, it's been so long since my last Isaac run that I haven't even talked about the freaking Game Awards, dude. Hades 2 got announced, and as somebody who was a very casual enjoyer of Hades 1. I was pretty stoked for that. I haven't even beaten Hades. I've made it to the Minotaur Theseus boss fight. Never beat it. It was too hard for me. But I loved Hades. I thought it was great. And there's a common complaint that the combat is, clunky or whatever it may be. But it's one of those games that, stylistically, it makes up for every small fault it might otherwise have. So I'm really excited to get Hades 2. I'll maybe actually beat that game this time around if I get into it early enough. But it was a decent Game Awards. I'm a kind of person where I don't really care for Game Awards or any kind of award shows. I mean, they are the most surface level way to like get into new media. I feel like, I don't know, when it comes to stuff like the Oscars, the Grammys, Game Awards, I mean, nobody is ever happy with the results, and I feel like, and obviously it's a competitive market. You want your favorite game or the one you feel the most close to win. That goes for albums and movies as well, and that rarely ever happens. You're going to well, you're going to piss off more people with the Game Awards than you are going to, you know, make happy. Which I get. It's a really hard market to please, right? Why did you change your pattern? I forget you shoot tears and not brimstone lasers now, and that made me be a fool in this fight already. I'm gonna act. Okay, you chose to not go down there. That's rich, man. Hey, thanks for wasting my gosh dang bomb. Oh, and you become the ghost man. That's right. You're never gonna make anybody happy with those, right? And that's fine. You're not supposed to. There's supposed to be ways for, you know, developers to get positive feedback on their work, and, you know, help get their name out there to a wider consumer base. And I appreciate that. I truly, truly do. We'll try to run Angel, I guess. That's not a very convincing devil deal. And I get that. I truly do. Revita won an award at the Game Awards, which is obviously well-deserved. Stray won a couple of awards. A very, very fun and interesting game that my girlfriend really, really enjoyed, so I was happy to see that. Okay. This can no longer harm you? Whole floor? Whole floor. Hell yeah, brother. So I'm down to grab that. We're on decent time for boss rush. Nothing too crazy, though. It was overall, I think, one of the better Game Awards that I've seen. A lot of announcements that really, really made me happy, especially Hades 2. And the, I think, I could be wrong here. Correct me if I am, but the Celeste devs are working on a new platformer, from what I can tell. That's going to be pretty fun. I enjoyed Celeste in my time with it. I, you know, wasn't like super, super into the game, but I recognized its you know, greatness and complexity. It was very, very fun from what I did play of it. Hey, making some bad moves today. I'll be the first to admit that. So yeah, overall it was a good Game Awards, especially when the one like 15-year-old went on stage and said, "I want to dedicate this award to former Rabbi Bill Clinton," or whatever. Fucking hilarious moment. Like, everyone thought the kid was like some racist anti-Semite dog whistle kid, but like he was just being a troll. Honestly, that was pretty good. Like, harmless little trolls like that are funny, I think are they have their place in time, and that was a good place to do it. How do you sneak on stage during Elden Ring, one of like the biggest games of the year? You get on stage, nobody knows who you are, you just stand there. Nobody kicks him off until he speaks. Like, that was just the way that all turned out was just, it was pretty good. I was a big fan of that. It was the most exciting thing to happen at any award show in the past little bit, besides the Chris Rock, Will Smith thing, so more power to it. What these companies don't understand is that things like that are what gives their award show press. Because to be honest with you, like, I don't watch the Game Awards live. I don't watch the Oscars live. I don't watch anything live because I don't care. Like, the marketplace for critics and reviewers versus like me, the average consumer, is so vastly different that I could not care less what someone who's paid to review movies thinks about a movie. I mean, I genuinely, I just don't give a shit. I really don't. You could make me watch it and I would leave with no takeaways. I would leave with thinking the same thing about all my favorite games. Yeah, that one was pretty good. That one was pretty bad, despite what critics may say. Oh boy. Hey, that was a pretty good Doctor's Remote there. No joke, that was nice. I would leave in the same fashion. So when it comes to these award shows, like, the only time I ever hear anything about them is when something, you know, crazy, like a kid going on stage and calling Bill Clinton a Jewish rabbi. It catches my attention. That's a really good item, but I feel like because of how often I don't take Dead Sea Scrolls, I'm just gonna run with this for now. This is more unique in my opinion, so we'll go with this. But it's great. I mean, the Will Smith slapping Chris Rock was by and large the most entertaining thing to happen at the Oscars probably in the last like decade, honestly. I mean, that gave the Oscars more media attention than the actual show has gotten in forever, because nobody cares about it. If it's something that's pretty harmless, like getting slapped in the face on television, or you know, doing a funny joke in front of like a million people, I say go for it. We already went in here, right? Yeah, this was Dead Sea Scrolls. Very epic. Down we go. I think it's fine. I think it's overall fine. We should also probably find a way to die on this run so we can become the Lost. It's not a very good run, but we would have Holy Mantle unlocked. Okay. Maybe we don't want to become the Lost until, like, the womb. So we can maybe get a mom's heart kill with the character first. Oh, that's pretty good. We can do this. And it was not there, so I wasted my time. It's fine, though. Oh, Sin Robes, my baby, my child, my love. Damage up was very much needed. Our stats are not looking amazing for a boss rush run. But yeah, I know I went on record last year to say Will Smith slapping Chris Rock was pretty funny, and I stand by that. I don't think it was a big deal. I don't think it, you know, any child watched that and was like, I think slapping is okay. The whole outrage about that and blackballing Will Smith was so weird. Like, he slapped somebody. Ooh, drama in Hollywood, that's a new thing. You know how many worse things get published on television or in, like, you know, news reports or TMZ, MTV, whatever it may be? Like, that was the most harmless thing to get mad about. Yet, you know, people were up in storm about him slapping him. He got like a bunch of, you know, movie roles taken away and shit. He wasn't allowed to go to the Oscars for like a decade now. But, you know, like, that conversation has been done to death. I can't add anything new to that. But either way, it was ridiculous that someone like Will Smith, who just slapped a guy, was given a harsher punishment than, you know, Harvey Weinstein was for the Oscars and shit. It's just like, I bet Will Smith made the Oscars money that year. So what if you get like a week of bad press for it? You're getting more eyes on your television show. No one's gonna, you know, not watch the Oscars next year because Will Smith had a little incident. Like, who gives a shit, man? It really shows the disparity between like people who have no issues in life versus like people who have a ton of issues and how severe things are. Like, Amy Schumer said that slap, you know, traumatized her for weeks. How good does your life have to be for a television slap, not even involving you, to affect you that badly? How cushiony is the life that you have that Will Smith slap traumatized you? I mean, that's on par with like the Ruth Conda Forever shit with that one politician when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died. Like, my child, you know, saw the news of Ruth dying and, you know, did the Wakanda pose and said Ruth Conda forever. That's on par with that shit. It's obviously not true, and it's just there to make the situation about her. So it also, Amy Schumer's a clown. Like, she hasn't been funny for decades, but still. I mean, that was the funniest thing she said in years, and it was meant to be completely serious. You stupid bomb flies. That was on me. I could have just stood still and been fine, I think. But again, like, it was ridiculous. It was crazy, but the fact that I'm still talking about the Will Smith slap, you know, a year later, as opposed to anything else from that award show, shows how banning Will Smith was the worst thing they could have done. They should have instead let him slap one person per year to bring their ratings back up. You take that and turn it into like a little joke, you're gonna make a lot of people happy. Yo, we don't have Meat Cube right now, but we can get some good bombing on Gertie here. We need to get a little bit quicker. Right now, I would say that our run is going quite slow. 12 minutes going into Depths 2 here, or Depths 1, sorry, in a second. It's going to be a close boss rush timer and still no sacrifice room to unlock, quote-unquote, unlock/become the Lost here. It's not going to unlock the Lost as far as I'm aware, but it'd be cool if it did. It's a fun character to me. Okay, I guess we walk into every deal we see, and thank God we did. Take that, and now you got a rush because you have an outstanding boss rush build. And I'm not going to do boss rush as the Lost if we get to that point. We have no Holy Mantle, and fighting 30, oh, it's 15 waves, right? Yeah, 30 bosses in one room without taking a single hit. Even as a decently okay player that I am, it's almost a little bit unreasonable. It can be done, but we're focused on getting the Marcus Isaac anyways. We'll sacrifice at a later point in the run and try to get the Mom's Heart kill, which we already have as Isaac, on the Lost. That's the current plan right now. But again, I think, you know, if I was to watch any award show and, like, sit down and try to enjoy it, I would say that I would not mind watching the Grammys, only because I'm a very, like, I'm interested in music as a person, so that show has always been the one that speaks to me the most. The Oscars itself, I mean, I'm sure with every award show, you know, someone's in somebody's pocket paying them off to get a better, you know, vote or whatever. I don't know, but I can assume that's what happens at pretty much every award show. But at the Oscars, it seems the most likely to me because, you know, big movie studios, ratings and awards mean, I think, a lot more to movies than they do for music. I don't ever check somebody out because they are a Grammy awarded artist. I check a movie out when it's like an Oscar worthy performance. It's how I found The Marriage Story, or A Marriage Story, excuse me. I've never been inclined to go hear somebody's music because they're Grammy qualified. But I will go for movies for Oscar qualifications. But it's the same thing with games. I won't go play a game because it won an award. That's never appealed to me. I think games are a very intricate art form, and obviously movies are, and music are too. But games, I think, rely much more on personal taste, where you can sit down and you can enjoy a movie no matter what the genre is in most cases. You can find some kind of enjoyment out of it, I would say. Watch this Arky, by the way. Okay, told you, Arky right there. It's a guaranteed shoal for us, so I think I will be taking that. And let's go fight Necropolis 1. Like, games are much more geared to personal taste. Like, if, you know, a racing game gets a game award, you know, for best art direction or some shit, right? It's not going to make me want to play the racing game anymore, because I don't like racing games that much. You know, I'm a very basic racing fan, and it goes to Mario Kart. I'm a racist, you could say, when it comes to Mario Kart. That's okay. Let's I guess do this. I didn't even see you, dude. Jesus Christ, that was an actual jump scare in my Binding of Isaac game. What the hell is happening here? Oh, you guys stopped shooting. Okay. Thanks. Oh! You know what, dude? I'll do it. That's a magic mushroom brimstone Whore of Babylon run. This is going to be, if we make it to boss rush, quite the experience. But I'm not inclined to go play a game based off an award. Like, I'm still probably not going to play Elden Ring because I don't really vibe with that genre too well. I'm probably not going to play Stray because I've already seen somebody else play it, that being Desi. And it's not, again, like, it doesn't look like it's a game that would, oh my god, necessarily appeal to me. But I'm glad they got awards. Now, when it comes to movies, I do occasionally check the Oscars, like, after they're done airing and go, okay, what won an award this year? You know, is it a movie I should watch? And usually I'll check out every Oscar, you know, nominated movie because they're obviously good for something at that point. Even though award shows, yes, are bogus, there is a small amount of truth in them that I think is worth checking out. But yeah, I've never been inclined to look at an artist because a lot of the music I listen to does not really fall in that category of winning, like, best artist of the year or whatever. A lot of the music that I've listened to in the past couple months has been from, like, artists who have, like, 30K to, like, 50K listeners, and that's not going to get you anywhere, I feel like, just because of how recognition can be in the music field. So, you know, it's never really appealed to me in that regard. Plus, a lot of the winners seem to be geared towards radio pop, which is not my favorite genre, I will say. Oh, you were frozen. Dude, the creep here is actually so vital. Watch this. No hand? Look at that. Beautiful. Oh my god, even better. And this gives us... I'll play you out. We got a little bit of time to rest here. I want to be Whore of Babylon anyways, so might as well. Okay. No drop. Full health pill, though. Watch. I'm so sorry. You lived. Wow. I'll do this, too. I'll go deeper. Trust. See? Trust. You gotta have faith in me, guys. A little bit more. Ooh, Toxic Shock with 14 damage. versus a Tears Up, Part Conjoined, or Leech. Leech would be bad to have only because I don't want to be getting heals. I want to keep my Horror Babylon state. But does Toxic Shock pop every single wave? No, I didn't think so. It'll be really, really good later on here. We're going to finally get the boss rush as Isaac done here. And then we got to start, I think, I don't know if we're going to unlock the Satan door or not. Or like the Polaroid and stuff organically. We may have to start grinding out for achievements there or doing even more Binding of Isaac challenge streams to get those unlocked. Because we are running out of options for easy character unlocks that could give us progression-based stuff. Like more characters or, you know, paths to alt path and things of that nature. Got him. But so far, we should win this boss rush. I mean, we only have 2 hearts, which is a little bit scary with all the new boss patterns that are around here. But you know what, dude? I've been known to be a gamer. I just got to keep my gamer skill popping here. We'll go right side for this part of it. Yeah, that's 2 down. You got to go. You I don't want to face. Yeah, I thought so. This boss does genuinely, it scares me genuinely. It's one of the bosses that in my time playing Isaac, I've kind of just like refused to learn all the way through. Based off like when they're going to shoot diagonal or a T-shape, because normally if I'm going to Mega Satan, I'll be killing that boss in like 2 seconds when I face it anyways, so I'm not like inclined to learn. Look at how, dude, that was not fair. That was not, look at this, dude. It just, I did everything right to go straight up and not get hit by it. And, you know, lo and behold, oh my god. I hate those attacks so much. Nerf that homing. What boss is over here? Oh, it's you. Still at 2 hearts, though. We've managed to maintain that. If we can get out of this boss rush when it's over, we can go sacrifice now, I guess. I kind of need to use all my bombs and keys so that I have a higher chance of getting a sacrifice room. For those unaware, you get a higher chance of getting a sacrifice room. Well, that almost got me again. The sacrifice room chances are the same weight as getting bedrooms or like vault doors or dice rooms. So the more keys you have, the game is more likely to send you to a double key door. Oh, okay, buddy. Like a dice room or a vault room. The more bombs you have, the higher chance of seeing a bedroom, because it takes 2 bombs to get in there, right? And then the sacrifice room is geared off of how much HP you have. I had a video nearly 2 years ago now with TG where we broke down the mechanics of that. I think I'm the only person to ever do that, where I explained how health is weighted in regards to keys and bombs for getting sacrifice rooms. Because I had a run of Isaac going to Mother when Repentance first released. That was a 1 in 4 million chance of winning, and I got the 1 in 4 million, and we calculated the exact odds, and I think it ended up being like 4,960,000, and we had to do the math to weight how much health is for getting a sacrifice room over a vault door or anything else. Birthright, dude. Holy, and Camel Kids plus Toxic Shock, that's a recipe. That is a recipe for sure. All right. Down we go. Let's hope that we can get a sacrifice room. Oh my god. The Azazel's rage popped and it scared me. Yeah, we can just walk. We're not going to shoot. We're going to be the invisible man this entire floor. Stars card. I can take a teleport. Don't mind me. Oh, we get an instant brim charge. It doesn't shoot. Our tier rate gets so high we can't shoot brimstone. So this is kind of a bad combination to have. We can make use of this though. Touch. Give. Touch for bookworm. Touch for monster manual. Roll again. We are getting so lucky with this. We're gonna keep telepathy for dummies. On the off chance that we do find another homing item, 2 homings at the same time unlocks Spoon Bender? It unlocks a different homing item. So that's an achievement we can kind of grind out for right now. We could keep rolling that library for more books, but I think the higher chance of seeing a homing item and doing double homing, or if we get a magician card, it's the same thing. So we kind of want to run with this, I think, for right now. We'll come back for you. Don't worry. Go away. Okay, first boss fight. So far, we can go and explore for a sacrifice room later. We'll get the homing on here, because this is going to split into multiple parts. Goodbye. And goodbye. Oh, you're large, and you're dead. HP. Could have been better, could have been worse. There's our sacrifice room. How far can we go on this, do you think? Because if we can get some good payouts, I would not mind not just unlocking the lost, but also getting, you know, good shit along with that. So let's keep grinding out for HP, and let's do a full clear of the floor so we can maybe find a magician card or another homing item as well. On the off chance one of those just randomly decides to spawn. I will take that, because we can go to Shoal if we get a good red chest. So that increases our chances of getting even more unlocks on this run. So definitely worth it. I'm not going to worry about that room, the cursed room down there, though. That I do not care for. Lovely. Anything I care about in here? No. Let's keep sacrificing for now. 1, 2. Oh, that's pretty nice. I get some more HP here for sacrifices. Don't shoot me. I'm invisible. How can you even see me? I'm in Camel Kid form. Nothing. All right. Angel item. Nope. We're gonna have permanent Horror of Babylon as the lost, dude. Can we get key pieces here? I don't think so. Oh god, we might actually. Oh, hey, we can get key pieces here. That is what I wanted to see. So now, let's... Judgment. You are the wrong kind of guy, mister. Take this. Let's die. We got the D8 from doing that. Magician card, perhaps? Okay. Alright, now we hope that we don't take a single hit of damage and or respawn with Guppy's Collar. Going to Mom's Heart. We aren't losing anything, by the way, by doing this. Because we already have both the Shoal Mark and the, what's it called? The Mom's Heart Mark is Isaac, so we only stand to gain from doing this. Despite, you know, if we live long enough, we could have found my nose is so itchy, I apologize. A magician card, you know what I mean? Like, there's ways that this could backfire in terms of unlocks, but I think for guaranteed stuff, it has a better chance to help us out here. Let's do it. No throwers? Hey, no throwers. Nice. And we get the Shoal thing. Let's just go to Shoal right away and not try to risk anything too major there. Okay, not a bad item. Actually, very good item. Mama's Boy. Got a lot of stuff there, man. That was pretty good. That was pretty good for us. Oh my god. This floor does kind of scare me, though. I'll be real. There's a lot that can go wrong here if we aren't super careful. But we're using our Toxic Shock to do most of our damage, which is really paying off. I mean, everything's dying when we walk into a room. You can't really ask for much more than just that. Now, Satan might pose a bigger issue, because that boss with the new patterns is... still pretty crazy. Sorry, I was a little bit scared there. Not there. It's fine. Oh boy. You just die. You just die. I don't want to die to fucking Monstro 2 after getting through the past floor and a half as Isaac. Let's just do it, dude. Why? What's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I broke the cardinal rule, and I can't see shadows very well on this floor, so I broke the cardinal rule of going back and forth. But either way, we got some pretty good unlocks there. I'm proud of that run. If you enjoyed the run of my commentary, a like and a comment goes a long way for a small channel like mine. In the meantime, though, guys, I have been BD1P. Peace out and goodbye.